So before we get started, I just wanted to thank everyone who joins in our monthly PSA subs each and every month. We've been very consistent. Last year we sent in over 1,600 cards in 2024. This year we want to hit that 2,000 card submission mark. So if you guys are interested in joining in any of PSA monthly subs, reach out to us on Instagram. Leave a comment below. You can DM me, however you want to do it. But yeah, most of our business is done on Instagram. We got a lot of locals coming through, which is very cool to see. But yeah, we're just kind of keep this growing and seeing how this goes. But yeah, 2,000 cards. We want to grade 2,000 cards by the end of 2025. So yeah, I don't remember where we're at right now, but I think the next video, I'll have a better idea and get you some data. But first up, we got Pokey Slice coming through with the Charizard EX. Got some lighting here. Charizard EX. Got the Charizard EX from 151. Ninetales. This card has totally, completely boomed in a PSA 10. Yes, Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. All those art rares and illustration rares have really, really, really blown up. Got the Eevee from the ETB promo. Flareon EX. This one does have a little bit of love on the back. We're thinking like a 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Yeah, just some like whitening and a little bit of wear and tear on the back. Jesse James, we're going to see a lot of these in this submission. I think 3 total from a bunch of different people. But yeah, Jesse and James, that one's seen a boom. Umbreon GX. Got 3 of these Snorlax promos from the 151 ETB. 2 of these Greninja promos from the Celebrations ETB. And this awesome, awesome Gardevoir here. 6 swirls on it. Good luck to Slice. Hope your grades come back well. I'm kind of messing with the lighting a little bit during this video, but we got Struck by Lightning up next. Always sending in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters Reborn. Got the beautiful Umbreon EX from Terrestrial Festival. This will be the 3rd or 4th one we send in. And Imperial sent one in already, came back at 10. I sent one in, came back at 10. Imperial might have another one and another sub. So this might be the 4th. And we got this Glaceon EX, Eevee EX, Charizard V from the ETB from Champion's Path. Beauty. Full Art Trainer, Kabu Full Art Trainer. Got this Japanese Calyrex VMAX, and the Sandaconda VMAX. Good luck to you, Streck. Southland TCG, a local guy who comes to all the card shows, started dropping us cards to submit for him, and he's submitted to us before. He actually got a PSA 10 Squirtle and Bulbasaur from what was that? Stellar Crown that we actually bought back from him to sell at the card show. I think we might still have those. Maybe we still have the Bulbasaur. I don't remember. But John, awesome dude. Love to see if his cards come back 10s, because that means he might be looking to offload them if there are duplicates. So let's see. Good luck, Southland. Got the Charizard EX from 151. Love that. Zapdos EX. 151. Suicune V. Ninetales again. This awesome Palkia V-Star. These gold cards have just skyrocketed in recent times. Charizard EX. Eevee. The Pokemon Center stamped promo. And then this beautiful, stunning Gardevoir EX. He also sent in 2 cards. Let me snag those now. So we sent in 2 cards that just didn't make the cut, and luckily we found these discrepancies before we were able to submit. So this Blastoise EX, and I use a magnifier a lighted magnifier to review all the cards before we send them in. But we found a little dent here. Could kind of see it on the top. It looks like an edge of another card. Kind of a right angle like that goes across and then down. Right there, you could see it right at the top. So that is like that's like a dent, like a pressure point dent that I found on the back of the card. So obviously we don't want to send that in if we're expecting a 9 or a 10. That would probably drop it down to like a 5 or a 6. So I'm happy I caught it. It's just kind of a bummer since, he brought these cards to us in person, and I looked them over quickly in person at the card show. Sometimes these things you can't see until you get under a magnifying glass. But yeah, that's the Blastoise. What else? This one's sad. So very similar here with the Mew EX, the Bubble Mew. I don't remember exactly where on the card it is, but there's another type of pressure point, like a pressure dent right there. Kind of see it go across there. So those are things that you can't really always see right from the beginning, especially at like a busy card show. If like just kind of scanning through cards quickly, those are things you might miss at first glance. But luckily, when I'm submitting all these cards, I'll look for discrepancies or things that would not get it a 9 or a 10, just because I don't want to submit cards for people that, have, for lack of a better word, damage on it. But John will be getting these cards back at the next card show that I see him at. I'll be bringing them. But yeah, unfortunately, those cannot be graded. I reached out to him, should not be graded if we're expecting 9s and 10s. But back to the pile here. We got Faith sending in this beautiful Greninja EX that we pulled from Crimson Haze on our live stream forum. Totally wasn't expecting it. It was like towards the end of the night. Faith bought some random boxes. Crimson Haze was one of them, and he pulled the Greninja. So we're going to send that into PSA. It looks great. I've graded a couple of these before, both English and Japanese. Everything has come back a 10 so far, so I think we're expecting the same for this one for Faith. All right, we got Royson up next. Day 1, Royson over here. We got a bunch of stuff from Terrace Festival. So we got the Espeon EX, the Eevee EX, Master Ball Suicune, Eevee Master Ball, Jesse James, here's our second one of the batch, Aerodactyl, Unlimited Fossil. Royson is another Yu-Gi-Oh guy, so we got a Pot of Greed here. This one was a first edition, and we got the Summoned Skull, also a first edition. I do love seeing the Yu-Gi-Oh come in. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh guy anymore, but after Pokemon, I had gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's kind of definitely still a nostalgia hit there. Next up, we got Entropy. We got the N, and we got the Iono, the Kilowattrel. So 2 awesome cards that we pulled from, not Battle Partners. Journey Together? No, Battle Partners. Journey Together's English. 2 cards that we pulled from Battle Partners. So we're going to send those in for Entropy. Just an awesome art rare, and then this is his SAR here. So, awesome. So actually, they're both art rares. What was his SAR? I don't remember. It might have been a gold card. Maybe a gold trainer. I don't remember. But we'll send these 2 hits in. They are awesome. So, good luck to Entropy. Next up, we got Jason Lowe. Shout out to the FCC Discord for Jason Lowe. Part of my distribution group. Jason Lowe's part of that. Cool little community that we have over there. Jason reached out to somebody who was submitting cards to PSA. I raised my hand and shamelessly plugged the fact that we do monthly PSA submissions. He reached out and sent his cards to me, so here we go. Jason Lowe. We got first edition Lightning Energy. Love to see that. Shadowless first edition Ghastly. Got the Beedrill V, alt art. Machamp V, alt. Jesse James, number 3 in the stack. Reggie Drago, alt art. Love all my alt arts. This Latios is amazing. I bought a bunch of these Latios raw, trying to search for a 10. We might have one of the last batches here. Hasn't come back yet, though. Rayquaza VMAX. Awesome. Starmie V. I've been buying a bunch of these in like 8s and 9s, trying to crack them and regrade them or sell them raw. But yeah, I do love this Starmie here. Sylveon EX, Japanese, Terrace Festival. Mew EX, double time there. Another Espeon. 2 Espeons. Another Sylveon, this one's the English. Eevee EX from Prismatic Evolutions. And the Vaporeon from Terrace Festival. So good luck to you, Jason Lowe. First timer coming through here for the monthly group subs. And again, shout out to FCC for hooking it up. Last but not least, we got Imperial with the stack. Imperial, always supporting, sending us tons of cards. I think just shy of 50. This total sub count is like 99. I think Imperial is just shy of 50. So we got some battle partners hits here. The N and Zorark. Marl that we pulled for him from one of our live streams. Looked great. Got a Iono Kilowattrol promo. 2 of those. A couple Skarmories here. These art rares. I think Skarmory is probably one of the ones that hasn't skyrocketed yet. But we'll see. Let's hold it. It's, by the time these come back, they quite possibly could have skyrocketed, then fell just a little bit. PSA's taking a little bit of time. We got like a 45-day turnaround from PSA. But double Skarmory here. We got the Lacey SAR Ceruledge. I should have put my money where my mouth is. When the Ceruledge came out in Japanese, I said that this was going to skyrocket in English when it came out. Because we had seen that trend start already. But I didn't do it. Yeah. Hopefully people took my advice and got in, but yeah, I missed the boat on it. Hydreigon EX, Cincino. We got a Rosa here, a little off-center on the bottom and the top, so I do not think this one's going to 10. And a 10, this is insane, but I do not think this one's going to 10. And I think Imperial knows that. Got this cool little Japanese Zacian. Got the Drowsy here. Love that. That's another one. Blastoise EX. I think this one had some love on the back of it, so we don't expect a 10 there. I do love the trio here. Got the Charizard VMAX, V-Star, and the V. One of them, or 2 of them. This one's a little off-center. It'd be great to get the sequential 10s. I've only gotten 1 sequential 10 set. I used to grade a ton of these, but they just got too expensive. But UPC promos, love that. Hopefully we get at least 110. Got the Mew EX, the Miriam, and then the second half of the stack here. Got the Irida, Japanese, the Terapagos EX, Snorlax VMAX, Erica's Imitation, double time, I think. Yep, there we go. stunning Lily and Clefairy. I actually did pull one of these myself. I traded to our boy Emperor to what did I get in return? Lugia VMAX or Lugia V alt art, and I think like $100 cash. So yeah, I mean this card's kind of took a little bit of a dip and went back up, but I'm hoping this one can come back at 10 for Imperial. Got this nice little Noibat, stunning Reshi, the Woobat, or I'm sorry, the Wooloo, Charizard EX, little off center top and bottom, back 2 for centering, but overall I think the card looks good. Maybe an 8 or a 9. I don't think it'll 10, but worst case scenario an 8, best case scenario a 9. Got the Machoke, Switch for the gold, Charmeleon 151, Alakazam EX 151. This is number 5, I think. 4th one for Imperial. The 5th one that we've subbed as a group. So, love to see that. Cast form, I think this is another one that I called in Japanese. This is SAR status, even though it's an art rare. I just think there's so much going on. The colors pop. There's so much detail in the background. I think this is another card that we could see. If you buy them cheap, hold on to them for a little bit, see it kind of go through a boom here. Again, this is all speculation. I don't know. I don't know anything. Sylveon EX, Glaceon EX, Japanese. This is the N Zorark Gold. This is not the texture shifted one. There's a print of this card that actually has this card texture on here. So that's a cool little error that came through on, I think, one of the first prints of Battle Partners, but this one does not have that. This is just a standard ultra rare. Then we got the Flareon EX to end it. There we go. 99 cards to get submitted to PSA. We're going to send this quickly so that it gets there before March. And then I will keep everybody updated. Pretty much we run Instagram group chat because we do all of this over Instagram. And we do Instagram live grade reveals, and then we come back here and we do I would say an in-depth review of the grades, but it's not really that in-depth. Kind of acts as an archive we get to reference it back to see whose cards were what. Just another layer of kind of traceability and keep everything organized. But to finish off the video, I did get back my Umbreon EX SAR that I bought from Imperial, or traded from Imperial. Traded to Imperial? Traded from Imperial. I traded him a Surging Sparks booster box, and then I threw him some cash on top for the raw Umbreon EX that he pulled on my live stream. And then I sent it to the PSA at the $40 tier. I don't remember, $35. There's some sort of special that we were able to get it back quick. There's like a 20-day turnaround. So here it is, Umbreon EX PSA 10. Love it. I think it's sitting around 500 right now. So that's cool. Bring it to a card show. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right, that is it. We have a lot. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do over this next month. But there it is. Later.